Hello everyone, today we're going to be joined by Maddie. Maddie has been in the Angel Eyes Divas group for a few years now, so you've probably seen her lurking around. We're going to be having a chat to Maddie today about her journey, her interaction with Angel Eyes, with Boudoir, and all things in between. So we will have a chat to her and see about her own story. Here she is.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. We've got another little.
Oh my god. What's his name?
Her name's Summer.
Her name's Summer. Oh, she's gorgeous. I love her.
Thank you. Yeah, she's pretty
Who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm Maddie. I'm 26 years old. I work in events. I've just moved down to Melbourne for my career and like a lifestyle change. I'm someone who is very much into her music, well, not performing music, but listening to music, playing, like spending time with my dogs, my family, my friends, and just being. I love to cook as well. But yeah, I just love to be around people that like me for who I am, and love that I'm a crazy out there person.
On top of that, how did you find out about Boudoir by Angel Eyes?
I think I was on Facebook. So I've known about these guys for the last couple of years. And I was on Facebook or Google or something, and I saw Boudoir. There was another Boudoir group that I found, and then I did a bit of research for Boudoir groups in Brisbane, and Angel Eyes came up, and I was like, oh, like, what do they do? And then I saw that they had like a Facebook group and things like that, and I put up a post in the group, and I was like, hey, like, I'm new to this kind of thing. I'd love some advice. I'd love some help. What can I do? And some of the ladies were lovely and reached out to me. Mel reached out to me, which was lovely. And after, I think it was like a day of being in the group, I'd booked my session. And I was just like, I need to do something about myself. Like 2021 wasn't a great year for me, and I just needed to do something for me. I needed to feel like myself, and Mel and Dave, they were those people that were able to do it for me.
I guess prior to finding out about like Angel Eyes themselves and booking the session, did you know much about Boudoir kind of as a concept and an idea?
To be completely honest, I didn't know how to say boudoir when I first heard about it. For me, it was like, I can't say that. So I knew that it was like a sexy photo shoot, but I didn't know what actually went into it, what was involved. I didn't know how much of an ab workout it actually is. But yeah, so I mean, it was 50-50. 50% that I knew, 50% that I didn't. So
yeah. I feel like that's pretty normal, and then you kind of ease yourself into it. Like, can you pinpoint something that got you interested in it, or was it just the idea of kind of doing something for you?
There was one picture that I saw of a lady. I cannot remember her name, but she had the wings. She had black wings. I think it was black wings. And I was like, holy crap, I want that. I didn't even use the wings, but I was like, I want to look as good as she does. I want to feel as good as she does. So yeah, it was one picture. That's all it took.
That's incredible. That's so good. The wings are beautiful every time I come across them, and I'm like, I might do another one someday and use them.
Yeah, I feel that.
Was it just the image that was the final push to get you to book in, or?
It was also the support of all the ladies in the group going, do it for yourself. If you've got a partner, do it for him or her. And yeah, it was the support from all the ladies in the group that was like, you've got to do it. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll feel sexy and beautiful. And yeah, so it was the image and also the ladies.
Yeah.
The divas.
The divas. Through the door then, what was your overall experience for your sessions, I guess you've done a few?
I did a couple of sessions, yes. So my first session, I walked in. I was really nervous because I've never done anything like that before. I hated being in a bikini, so I was like, well, how am I going to strip down and get photos taken of myself? So I was a bit overwhelmed. I was a bit like, okay. And then Mel mentioned, would you like some confidence juice? So she gave me wine at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, let's go. We're going to be best friends. But yeah, just walking into the studio, I was just like mesmerized by all the different images on the wall, but not only of the boudoir shoots, but also like their sporting shoots and their family shoots. And I was like, okay, these guys are professionals. I can trust them. Dave, he's hilarious. He made me feel right at home. So like that was awesome. And then just seeing the different rooms, I was like, oh, some memories are going to be made in these rooms.
Yeah. Were you a bit apprehensive about having a male photographer?
I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. But then, I think I spoke to him. I was like, he was just like, he was also supportive. Dave's one of the divas. He's one of us. He just wants to make us feel like comfortable, and that if we don't want to do something, then he's not going to push for it, or neither is Mel. So I was, when I first saw that Dave was a photographer, I was like, oh, but then I'm like, oh, this is fine, we're fine.
Can you pinpoint a favorite part from any of your sessions?
It would have to be my couple session. My partner and I, like I said, we didn't have a great 2021. Oh, my phone just fell, sorry. And we were in this, one of the photos that they took of us was I was laying off the bed. So head was like on the floor and he was on top of me, and I made a comment because his head was kind of like in my chest. I was like, happy Mother's Day, Mum. here's your present. And that just, Dave laughed, Mel laughed, we both laughed, and the image that was resulted from that was just one of my absolute favorite images. And I look at it, and I'm pretty sure it's up on the Dave and Mel's wall actually. So I'm like, that was that. But with my shoot, it was when they would say, okay, now close your eyes, and when you open them, think of your celebrity crush. And they were just like, oh my God, your eyes. So yeah, but definitely, those two really stood out for me.
What was for you like the main purpose of getting them done? Was it for yourself? Obviously the couples one was with your partner. But yeah, what was your kind of main purpose behind wanting to do the shoot?
So I remember, like, I booked the shoot, and I remember I was talking to some ladies at my job, and they're like, one of them was like, I got, glamour shots done back when I was about your age. And I look at them 20 odd years later, and I can still feel how I felt that day. And that's what I want. I mean, it'll be 2 years this year that I've done my shoots, and I still look at the album and the canvases. I'm like, and you can just see how happy I was in that moment. I was like, I loved how happy I was in that moment. I want to remember that moment for, 20, 30, 40, 50 years time. I want my future kids to see, how happy I was in that one moment. And yeah, it was just for myself, I keep saying that 2021 wasn't a great year. And, Dave and Mel made me forget all about that, all about everything that was going on. And it was just me in that room for my shoot, and then it was just my partner and I in the room for that shoot as well.
Do you, I guess, either when you first booked a session or now, do you feel that you're a confident person?
I wasn't confident when I booked the shoot, but I'm more confident now. So happy to talk to anyone that has confidence issues and wants to do a shoot. I'm happy to talk to anyone about how to overcome that and just be themselves in the shoot.
I'm sure I know the answer to this, but do you find a boudoir session healing?
Yes.
Stop there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So do you post your photos online? And why or why not? I know we post your photos, so but you yourself?
Yeah, so I posted them on my Instagram. But then I kind of had to hide them on my Instagram just because of the industry that I'm in. A lot of our clients follow us on social media and things like that. So I was like, let's just let's hide them. But they are still on my Instagram. If I ever want to unhide them and reshare them, they are still there. But yeah, I definitely have. And I've posted them in the groups as well. I
Mm.
haven't really posted them on my Facebook because I've just got some family members who would be like, "Mm."
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, but Instagram definitely.
yeah. I feel like that's a lot of it as well, is like, especially, and if you're doing it for yourself, you don't need to post it online. But I think for a lot of people, it is
Yeah.
definitely work mostly that, like, you don't want that to interfere with it, which is fair.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite photo from any of your sessions?
Yeah, so I do with my shoot. I have a photo of me that I actually asked Mel and Dave not to edit, to
Mm.
leave it how it is. It's a black and white photo of me. I'm in like some denim shorts. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
And you can just see my back, and you can see all the freckles and the moles and the some lumps and bumps. And I just said to Mel and Dad, I was like, that's a really raw photo. And I
Mm.
love it. I don't want you to edit it. I want it left as is. And they respect that. They said, okay,
Yeah.
do that. We'll do that. And then with my couple shoot, as well as the one I was just talking about, but there's a photo of my partner and I in the bed in I think it's the lights room. And I'm kind of just like laying on him, and the way like the place, I'll send it to you, but the way the placement is, I don't know, it made me feel special.
Yeah.
And my partner says that that's his favorite photo as well.
Uh,
So we've actually got that on a canvas.
do you have a favorite piece of lingerie or clothing, either that you have or that you've worn in the session, whichever?
With my couple shoot, I had like a red little dress nighty type thing.
Mm.
And the style of the photo kind of looks like a Bold and the Beautiful
Oh my god.
setup. My partner's got like the shirt, like the collar up, and like some buttons undone. And
Do you have a favorite song that makes you feel sexy or feel confident?
one that makes me feel like good is I Like It, I Love It by Tim McGraw. Like
Ooh.
that gets me in the mood. That, like, I'll dance on a tabletop. I don't care who's watching me. That's my song. Yeah, you'll always find me dancing to that.
So coming a little bit more towards the end now, why do you think boudoir is important?
I think it's important for females today, especially with all the negativity that social media has to offer. A lot of females, young or old, have body confidence issues, and it doesn't help that the likes of Kim Kardashian or Cardi B or whoever
Mm.
is editing their photos to make us feel like we need to look like that. And I think especially like with Angel Eyes, Dave and Mel, they capture, like I said, every lump, every bump, every you know scar, every scratch, every bruise, everything.
Yeah.
And having photographers like Dave and Mel and a company like Angel Eyes to just promote not only female body confidence, but also male body confidence is fantastic.
Mhm.
Social media, I'm gonna say, is a bitch.
Yeah.
It really it pulls everyone's emotions down, and I
Mhm.
hate it, and I hate how it can bring your self-confidence down. So
Yeah.
having boudoir sessions and a company like that it's really uplifting.
As someone who has worked with social media for most of their adult life, I don't actually use it much in my own personal life because while I know that I'm out there, trying to promote inclusivity and body confidence and the rest of that, I know not everybody is.
I mean, I've been a victim to it.
Yeah.
I've looked at, I've got friends who, they're beautiful, they're skinny, they're, everything that I want to be. But then I look at myself, I'm like, well, you know what? I'm my own self. I am how I am. And if someone doesn't like that, then piss off.
That's what advice would you give someone who is contemplating doing a session?
Do it. That's I remember there was one lady who, she was really like, oh, should I do it? Should I not do it? And she's like, if I was to do it, like, I would do it for like an anniversary. And I said, well, why don't you go and get yourself some bridal lingerie and do the shoot and give it to your husband for your anniversary, you know, mate. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's like such an amazing idea.
Yes.
But I honestly think, yes. But I think everyone, whether they've got a partner or not, should do a shoot. It's just out of this world. It's mind blowing. It's once you've done it, you're like, oh, I did that. That's me, you know.
Yeah.
That's me in those photos. So honestly, I just think everyone should experience it once in their life, if not twice or more. But yeah, it's definitely something everyone should experience. And I just think, just go out and do it. Have a day to yourself. You know, get pampered, have confidence juice, listen to some music, and just go nuts.
All right. So the last question that I have, which I'm pretty sure I know the answer to. Would you recommend Angel Eyes to your friends?
Yes. Yes, I would. And I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I think I've been saying it all the questions. Just get out there, do it, feel yourself, feel sexy, you know, wear some lingerie that you never thought you'd wear in a million years. Wear some heels you never thought you'd wear in a million years, and just have fun. Be a queen.
Yes. Yes, I love that. Awesome. Well, that's the perfect way to end it, I think. But thank you so much for chatting to me today. I loved talking to you and talking through everything and hearing about your experience and everything.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Nicole.
Not a problem at all. Thank you so much.